it's not that I don't want to clean it. See, there's nothing here. They cleaned everything. Let's talk to him. There's some information.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm Special Agent England, here to investigate the recent murders. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment block here. What can I help you with?
Do you know anything about the recent murder of a man named Carl?
Nope. As far as I know, no Carl lives here.
What about frequent visitors?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Carl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants. I might recognize the man if I saw him.
Alright, here's a picture.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him?
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi. Nice guy.
How often would you say he was here?
At least on a weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113. He wondered if it was possible to get more power.
Odd. Did he say what for?
No. I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I find apartment 113 exactly?
It's on this floor, just around the corner.
It's right there.
All right. Thanks.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's what the key is for. Let's keep asking him.
Do you know anything about the murder at the museum?
Nothing but common knowledge. I haven't been in that part of town for a while. A shame what happened to Maya, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine who'd want to kill her.
You don't know Carl, but let's...
Do you know a
let's
certain
move.
Carl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Even though I just showed you the picture. Alright. That's fine.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. It believes in dialogue.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent. Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
Okay. I'm guessing you don't know
What can you
Maya.
tell me about Maya Strand?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
A few weeks ago. I was supposed to fix a showcase for her. Odd thing, though.
Yeah?
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised, saying she'd been in there the whole time.
Strange.
Some means I have to look for a secret entrance when I go in the museum. Alright.
Do you know Dr. Pearson?
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor. Dark and twisted, my cup of tea.
What do you think of Welcer?
Funny guy. I see him regularly in my
not
work,
funny.
and he always finds a new way to crack me up.
Alright.
Would you happen to know where a key like this might fit?
Looks special. Some custom-built box or something, maybe?
Maybe. Thanks. What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
Not really, sorry.
Alright.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
So, it's a keypad and apartment door.
Nothing. Guess no one's home. Locked.
That means I have to get a key or a
Some kind of
keypad.
code lock. Looks disconnected.
Or not.
The door looks reinforced. My strength won't be enough to break it.
Okay. So let's see if I can.
I don't think that's the right place.
You're right, it's not. But I see if they do something. Alright, so I need a key or something to get in. There's clay. She got the clay.
Alright, got some clay. Nice and thick. I can easily shape it with my hands. That action doesn't seem...
Okay, so we have clay. And there's the saffron. Already did the boots, boot prints and stuff. Going in these
That's
areas.
not the right entrance.
You're right, it's not.
That's not the right...
But I was hoping maybe I can go in these other entrances.
That's not the right...
Alright.
I don't think I need to go further north right now. More runes. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund.
Alright, well let's go back to town square.
Hello again, Constable.
Hello, Agent.
Sorry, I didn't catch your
you're the
name
guy
before.
It's Gabriel Adamson, ma'am.
All right, then. I had some questions, Gabriel.
Sure. I should also let you know that Carl's body has arrived, and our coroner is waiting for you in the morgue.
Okay.
Noted. I'll go and have a look shortly.
Thank you.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Maybe tell me about Maya's murder?
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her. I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I think he's out of town.
That sucks.
All right, that's too bad.
You know when he's gonna be back?
I'm trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 on Amir Road. Can you help?
There are address records in the commissary's office.
Okay.
I'd suggest that you look there.
Okay, thanks.
All right, let me ask you about these
What
other
do you
people.
think of Commissary Anderson?
I have opinions about how he does things, but I keep those to myself. I respect the chain of command.
At least you respect it.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
The commissary is the only one at the station who has any regular contact with her. But my impression of her is good. She seems like a straight-up woman. Speaks her mind.
Okay.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordsund do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
Do you mean professionally or personally?
Is there a difference?
Both.
I think he's a great doctor and coroner.
But...
Between you and me, he kind of rubs me the wrong way. All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes. It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up. But as I said, he does his job well.
Well,
I understand.
he apparently likes
Thanks.
talking to corpses, so...
What do you think of Welcer, the robot guy?
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordsund, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
I already showed him the
All right,
key.
I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Let's go look for the information about 113. desk.
Just
Files.
lots of case files.
Where's the...
I guess Anderson has a colleague.
It's nice. There's
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems. The drawer is labeled Address Records.
Alright, that's what I want.
These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look. Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
AR. So, okay, so Katarina.
I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook.
Alright. So this is
Katarina Berg.
So let's ask him about Katarina.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
There is, but he's out of town until tomorrow. Can it wait?
At least he's coming back.
Not really. I'll figure something out. Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Of course you are. Alright,
That's all I needed.
Very well.
let's go ask Gabriel, or whatever his name is out here.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
Yeah, tell me who Katarina
Do you know who
Berg is.
Katarina Berg is?
Doesn't sound familiar, no.
So she moved out here 2 years ago.
All right,
Nobody knows
I'm
her.
off.
Alright,
Good luck out there.
let's go to the morgue because the doctor's with Carl. So we're gonna go check up the, maybe he has an autopsy for the next body. Almost looks identical.
I already examined the body at the crime scene. Nothing new comes to mind.
You're right, doesn't it?
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
I don't recognize that name.
All right.
Nope.
Let's ask about
What are
Carl's
your
murder.
conclusions about Carl's murder?
Just like the previous case, the cause of death is blood loss due to sharp force trauma to the upper body. The murder weapon looks similar to the one used on the previous victim. The victim has a bruised chest, likely from the impact of a hard fall to the floor. And this makes me believe that Carl was attacked from the front and fell to the ground, twisting as he fell. The killer then continued this brutal onslaught from behind to finish the job. Contrary to the previous case, I couldn't find any defense wounds on the victim. The killer would have to be both strong and fast to overpower Carl like that before he could react and call for help. It's certainly not impossible, but I think it's unlikely that a woman could pull that off without considerable training. This leads me to believe that the person we are looking for is likely an adult male in good physical shape. The time of death was sometime late last night, around 10 to 12 hours ago.
All right. Now that you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings. The MO is the same, and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both murders were premeditated. The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim. The lack of struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Think nothing of it. Happy to help.
Doubt he knows anything about the locked door. Maybe he does.
So there's this locked door that I'm trying to get through.
Unless this door needs medical attention, I'd suggest asking someone else.
Maybe he could.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so. Both cases are the same. So we're looking for a male. Maybe, she's here in the cantina so we can tell her. I don't know why we gotta meet in the canteen. No one's here. Alright.
Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area.
Actually, let's go talk to the robot guy. Maybe he might have some way to get in the... If not, then maybe the museum is fixed and we can go in the museum.